Hi everybody, I hope you're all well. My name is Karen Strife. I'm a Girl Experience Manager with the Girl Scouts of NYPENN Pathways. And today we're going to do some of the activities for the Brownie Household Elf Badge. When you get through, this will help you know how to keep your home clean and green. And we're going to start out with talking about some energy eaters that are around your house. We're going to find ways for you to, things that you can do to save energy in your home. So the first thing that we're going to look at are the windows in your house. Do you have windows that leak air in, cold air? And if you're not sure, try putting your hand up to the window and feeling for the air to come through. I have old windows in my house, so I have to caulk up my windows every fall, and I keep them caulked up most of the year because if I'm running my air conditioner, I don't want the cold air to go out, and much like when you're running your furnace, you don't want the cold air from outside to come in. So look at your windows. They're a big energy eater. Here's one that I'm sure that everybody can relate to. Lights that are left on when not in use. So when you're in a room and you've got the lights on, do you walk out and not turn the lights on? I'm sure your parents have to remind you from time to time to turn your lights off, the lights off. But that is another energy eater. So what do you think computers? Do you think they're a big energy eater? When they're turned on and they're not in use, they're the worst offenders. They draw a lot of energy, so if you're not using your computer, turn it off. It doesn't take much energy to turn it back on, but it takes a lot of energy to, if you just let it sit on. Another one is electronics that are off but still plugged in and using power. So things with remote controls, like your TV, use the most power when they're off because they're waiting for a signal for the remote to send a signal to them. So if your TV is off and has remote control, just like your cable box, that's using a lot of power because they're sitting there waiting for a signal from the remote control. So they are a big energy eater. Air vents that are blocked. So you want to check behind your curtains. Obviously we need to have the heat on for a little bit longer. So you want to check your air vents behind curtains, draperies, under furniture, under rugs. You want to see where your vents are and make sure that they're cleared. And light bulbs. Do you have traditional light bulbs in your home, or do you have the energy efficient ones? I've got about half and half, but this is what a traditional light bulb looks like. And this is one of the energy efficient ones. So check the lights in your house and see which ones you're using. And if you're still using the traditional ones, when they blow out, have your parents replace them with the energy efficient ones. So now we're going to talk about using water. Everybody has to shower, but do you know that the average shower should only be about 3 minutes? And how do you time that? Well, we're going to find out right now. So I am going to sing one of my favorite songs, Make New Friends, and I'm going to see how long it takes me to go through the whole song. Make new friends, but keep the old. One is silver and the other's gold. A circle is round, it has no end. That's how long I want to be your friend. Okay, so that took about 15 seconds. So I'm going to, so there's 60 seconds in a minute. So that would be 4 times equals 1 minute. And then I'm going to times 3, and that's 12. So 12 times when I'm singing that, 12 times, that equals 3 minutes. So find your favorite song and find the stopwatch. Most phones have them, but find a stopwatch and see how long you have to sing your favorite song to make it 3 minutes, so that your shower only lasts that long. Okay, now we're going to go to washing our hands, which everybody's doing that quite a lot lately. So when you are washing your hands, you want to turn the water on, get the soap on your hands, get a little bit of water, turn it off with your wrist, and then wash your hands. And then you can turn the water back on, and that will save a lot of water right there, especially with the amount of times that we have to wash our hands lately. But that's always a good area to save water. I also wanted to talk to you about reusing and recycling and reducing waste. I am going to show you today, and I think you might have caught the episode on making your own t-shirt bag, but if you didn't, I'm going to show you again. I'm going to show you. So I have an old t-shirt, and I'm going to stand up. I have an old t-shirt, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut right there around the seam. So I'm going to do that right now. And what I'll have left is just the sleeve. So let's do that on this side. So I've got one sleeve, and do it on the other side. And you want to have a good pair of sharp scissors to do this, to go through both layers of the t-shirt. Oh, gotta go caught here. Okay, so now I have the two sleeves cut. So this is what I've got. That's what I've got left. Now I want to take and I want to cut around here so that I've got a bigger hole. I'm going to do that right now. And like I said, make sure you've got nice sharp scissors. And I would go in a couple inches from the collar and keep going about 2 inches around. You want to make sure that you've got a nice big hole to put whatever what you need to put into a bag. And the good thing about these t-shirt bags is that they are washable. So when you get home from the grocery store, all you have to do is take your groceries out, put them away, and throw your bag into the washing machine. So here I've got my two handles. There's my two handles. But you don't know what you got to do with the bottom yet, because you got a big hole in the bottom. So what you're going to do is you're going to take the bottom of your t-shirt, and you're going to go about an inch up, and I've got it almost done. I'm going to finish up my bottom. Go about an inch up, and when you get to the side of the t-shirt, like this, just go up this side so that you've got like fringe on it. Oh, I'm having a little bit of trouble here. And these are really good because I keep them in my car because they're easy to store, and I can just grab one whenever I need it. So now what you have is the fringe on the bottom. So what you're going to do is you're going to take the one side of your t-shirt, and all you're going to do is knot it. You're going to make a knot, make a double knot. Now this isn't going to be able to hold a 25-pound turkey, but it will hold canned goods and bread and other baked goods, ice cream, stuff like that, cookies, so see if you can tell, I've got 2 knots here, and I'm just taking this and I'm knotting it. I hope you can see. I'll knot it once, then I'll knot it twice. Just like that. So there you have the beginning. So you just keep going all the way down, and once you're done, you can turn it inside out, or you can leave the fringe on the bottom, make it a little prettier, and take it to the store with you next time. I'll leave the directions on our Facebook page so that you can see how to do it. So there. I have the beginnings of a really, really good t-shirt bag. And if you really wanted to, reuse your t-shirt, you could also use this as a little bag. Go up, do the same thing on the bottom here, and have a little bag for like apples or onions or grapes or something in the produce department. So you're going to use the whole t-shirt. So that was a t-shirt bag. And like I said, they're washable. So I think all in all, old t-shirts are a pretty good deal. So now I'm going to talk to you about recycling. So I think by now everybody's probably recycling in their own communities. But I wanted to let you know some of the things, how some of the things break down and why we recycle. So did you know that it takes a month to break down this paper bag? A whole month, 30 days, to break down just a paper bag. Styrofoam, like right here. These nice styrofoam containers that you get takeout in, they don't break down at all. They'll be in a landfill forever and ever and ever. So if you get takeout, see if you can't get it in the nice cardboard boxes that they've got now. I'm trying to stay away from styrofoam. Glass. Even though glass really, comes from like sand, it takes 1,000,000 years for a glass bottle to break down in a landfill. That's why we try and recycle glass, because it does take so long to, it clutters our landfills and it's not good for the environment. So now I have a tin can. This tin can takes about 50 years to break down. So that's a good thing that we can recycle these and use them again. Plastic container takes about 70 to 450 years to break down. 70 to 450 years to break down. That's insane. And now we've got some cotton that I had, and like an old cotton shirt, like this piece of cotton right here, it's going to take about 1 to 5 months to break down in a landfill, which is not too bad, but we don't want to, we're running out of space for landfills. So I'm going to look at these again, and I want you to tell me whether we recycle or we put in the garbage. So plastic. Yeah, we recycle. Paper bag, we recycle. How about a tin can? Wash it out and you can put it in the recycling. A glass bottle, you can recycle that too. Unfortunately, there are some kinds of styrofoam that you can recycle, but for the most part, you can't recycle styrofoam. So get things in tin or glass or plastic as much as you can. Now we're going to make some homemade air freshener. So what you're going to need is a spray bottle, some water, some white vinegar, some essential oils. I've got lemon, and a teaspoon or tablespoon and a marker. So I am going to, what you have to do is take your spray bottle and fill it about halfway up with water. There we go. Don't want to spill it. This is a big spray bottle. You can get the little ones too, and do this and keep them in like your bathroom or your bedroom, anywhere that you need to have a little bit of air freshener. Now I'm going to add 2 tablespoons of white vinegar. Let's see how if I can do this without spilling it. So 2 tablespoons of white vinegar. Oops. There we go. There's 1. And here's 2. Now we want to use about 10, 12, 15 drops of essential oils, and I'm using lemon. So let's see, there we go. 5, 6. And it depends on how strong the scent is you want. Is how many drops of the essential oils. You can put orange, you can put lavender. I like lemon. I like the smell of fresh lemon. So there's our lemon. And then all we do is take it, put the top back on. Whoop. Put the top back on. There we go. Shake it up a little bit. Give it about a day so that the everything comes together. The water, the vinegar kind of dissipates a little bit. But then what you want to do is you want to mark on it air freshener. So nobody will use it as anything else but. So I hope you've had a good time today making our learning about energy eaters. So check your house. Make sure that you are recycling. See how long it takes you to, how many times it takes you to sing your favorite song. So it's 3 minutes. So that's, you know that you're taking a 3-minute shower and saving water. Turn your the faucet on and off when you're washing your hands. And also, you can recycle old t-shirts and make them into shopping bags. And you can also make your own air freshener. Thanks for joining me today. I hope you had fun, and I will see you next time. Take care.